While the South Korean public was still trying to close the chapter on renewed controversies involving Kim Soo Hyun and the late actress Kim Sae Ron, social media was suddenly shaken by a figure long believed to have stepped away from the spotlight, the brother of the late singer and actress Sulli. A single sentence was enough to ignite the storm. "Once you make a comeback, round 2 begins. The choice is yours." Far from being a casual remark, the message immediately triggered widespread speculation and reignited discussions across Korea's entertainment industry, a space already saturated with unresolved narratives, emotional scars, and long-standing debates about power dynamics behind the scenes. The timing of the post made it even more explosive. It came shortly after reports suggested that South Korean police had concluded allegations regarding an underage relationship between Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Sae Ron were unsubstantiated. According to reports, evidence such as SNS messages and audio recordings presented in the case had been deemed fabricated. What many assumed would be the end of the controversy instead became its pivot point. A man from the stars and the internet's instant decoding. Public attention intensified when Sulli's brother reportedly responded to a question from an acquaintance with the phrase, "There's a guy from the stars." That line was quickly interpreted as a reference to the hit drama My Love from the Star, one of Kim Soo Hyun's most iconic works that cemented his status as a top Hallyu actor. In the world of K-entertainment, such indirect references are rarely seen as accidental. Fans and netizens immediately began dissecting the meaning, connecting it to the ongoing tension surrounding Kim Soo Hyun's public image and past controversies. The shadow of real resurfaces again. As the discussion escalated, attention once again turned to the 2017 film Real, starring Kim Soo Hyun alongside Sulli. The film has long been one of the most controversial projects in Sulli's career. Criticized for its confusing narrative, provocative scenes, and production issues, it was also widely associated with emotional and psychological pressure faced by the late actress during a turbulent period of her life. Over the years, Sulli's brother has previously alleged that Kim Soo Hyun's side exerted pressure on Sulli during the filming process, claims that have never been legally proven but continue to circulate within online discussions. The re-emergence of these narratives has once again reopened old wounds in public discourse surrounding the film and its legacy. A changing K-entertainment landscape. Beyond the personalities involved, this incident reflects a larger shift within the Korean entertainment industry. K-entertainment was once dominated by tightly controlled image management systems, where major agencies and broadcasters carefully curated every aspect of a star's public identity. However, that control has been steadily eroded by social media, YouTube commentary channels, and the growing culture of public investigation. Today, a single ambiguous post can trigger global discussion within hours. The cases involving Sulli and Kim Sae Ron have become symbolic of a broader conversation about mental health, media pressure, and the harsh realities faced by young entertainers in Korea. In this environment, public sympathy and scrutiny often collide in unpredictable ways. Why this controversy hits differently. Unlike typical entertainment scandals, this situation involves individuals who are no longer alive to respond, which adds emotional weight and complexity to every public interpretation. Sulli, in particular, remains a symbol of the psychological toll of online harassment and public scrutiny. Kim Sae Ron's case similarly reflects how quickly public opinion can shift from admiration to condemnation. As a result, any mention connected to them carries amplified emotional impact, regardless of legal conclusions or factual clarity. This is what makes the current situation so volatile. It is not just about one actor or one statement, but about unresolved cultural memory. What does round 2 really mean? At its core, the message remains ambiguous. It could be a personal expression of frustration, a warning, or simply emotional speech that has been interpreted more widely than intended. But in the digital age, ambiguity rarely stays neutral. Online communities tend to fill gaps with speculation, and once a narrative gains momentum, it becomes self-sustaining. As of now, Kim Soo Hyun has not publicly responded to the latest post. However, the conversation surrounding him continues to expand rapidly, especially as the phrase comeback fuels speculation about future projects or public appearances. If and when he re-enters the spotlight, the round 2 mentioned online may no longer remain symbolic, it could become a renewed wave of scrutiny. A larger question beyond the headlines. Beyond the controversy itself, this situation raises a deeper question about the Korean entertainment industry. How much of a celebrity's past should remain open to reinterpretation, and where is the boundary between accountability and speculation? In an era where digital archives never disappear and public opinion evolves in real time, stars like Kim Soo Hyun are no longer just performers, they are long-term public narratives constantly being rewritten. And in that environment, even a single sentence posted online can reopen entire chapters thought to be closed. Whether round 2 becomes reality or fades as another internet moment depends not only on those involved, but also on how audiences choose to interpret the silence, the gaps, and the stories still left untold.